Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina and I am working on my Margarete Miller challenge. I've got some of it started. I wanted to get a couple of these things going so you didn't have to watch all of it. Well, my thing is in here somewhere, but we'll finish what I was working on here. I'm doing some embossing and I got 2 of them done. I got 3 to do and I thought, well, I'm going to get 2 done, so to try to save time. I am using a stamp set from this By the Well for God kit, and this one is the famous last words. This was July's kit, and it's By the Well for God. There you can see how it's By the Well and then the number 4, God. And this is the stamp set, but they always put a picture of it on the back. Except for there's one stamp that's not shown there. And it is this one right here. And I'm going to use this stamp. And right now I'm using this one, the pin nib. So I've got 2 of them embossed here. And I've kind of got an idea. We'll see if it works. So I'm going to do one more. I didn't want you to have to sit through me embossing 3 of them. So this one I'm going to do in gold. The first one I did in Stampin' Up! Vintage Verdigris, and then I did one in, I just have embossing tinsel copper. I don't know, I've had my embossing things for a long time, so I don't know. I'm sorry, I had to blow my nose. I am still sick, so it's not going on as long as it seems. It's August 21st, so I've just been recording a lot the last couple of days, so it's not as ongoing as it might seem, because, you know, it's probably like going on days and days and days for you guys, but it's really only a few days here. But it feels like it's ongoing forever and ever and ever. So, let's get this. I like storing my oh, I don't know if that's going to show up on that very much. I just have this cardstock that looks like parchment. I wish I would have used the silver one though. I think it would have looked more like pins, but apparently my brain wasn't thinking very well. I don't know why I have a teaspoon in there. Usually I use these spoons from Dollar Tree, and I just snap them off. I can't right now. And if you snap them off at the end, they fit down in there. But none of these had them in there, which is weird because most of them do. But I would pick 3 that apparently don't have it. Make a liar out of me. Okay, this only takes a couple minutes. These are so small. Cat hair. I love watching the magic happen with embossing powders. There we go. Okay. I'm going to set that to aside for a minute. Let it, and I'm going to take these in and put them in my box so I don't knock them over and spill them. I've had mine stored for years like that, and they work really good for me. Y'all missed it. That cat hair reminded me. Right before I turned on the camera, my cat was sitting up here watching me. She's never done that. Never. She's finally really getting settled in here. She was sitting on my trimmer just watching my every little move. I was like, oh, yay! Oh, I just spilled that everywhere. I have to give me a paper towel. And if you don't watch my videos, it's probably been a couple months now. I'll have to go back and write down that date so we don't forget it. we brought home a Siamese cat. We call her Siamese Calico because we think she's part Siamese and part calico. That's what she looks like. And I don't know. I don't think the people that had her before us mistreated her. They didn't. It was my husband's boss at the time. He sure didn't seem like somebody that would abuse anything. But she does act like she's maybe been abused a little bit. But we didn't see her for 3 days when we brought her home. I was convinced she got out the door. Because she hid good. And I don't know what my dog's barking at. Please excuse her. I could try to yell at her to be quiet, but she won't hear me from here. Because she's losing her hearing. She's old. If she gets too bad, I'll get up and go in there and have her be quiet. But she should stop here any minute. But anyway, it has taken her a while to settle in with this and feel comfortable and know that she's okay here. She's sitting right down here at my feet now. It's taken her a long while to let anybody hold her. She's just really skittish. She's not feral. I mean, she's been in a home since she was a little bit kitty. But she's slowly but surely, she's settling in. She climbed up here and she just was watching every little move I made. I was like in heaven. Yay, my kitty is up here. And she is just beautiful. She really is. She's a beautiful cat. Okay, now I want to stamp card. Oh goodness, let me put you on pause. I sent him a message, but he didn't read it. Alright, I'm back. I answered the phone. That was my hubby telling me it was off work. And again, going to work on our daughter's car. I said, you didn't read your messages, did you? And he said, no, I bet it said you're recording a video and to message you. Yes, that's what it said. Okay, so before we get into what the prompts are this week, I want to stamp this one here. Ooh, I just love these stamps from By the Well for God. They are Christians related, a lot of them. There's a lot of them on there that aren't, but they're very, very good quality stamps. Let me get, I think I'm going to use my VersaFine. It is, I need to get me some, do they make VersaFine that isn't black? I bet they do. I need to get me some. There's some archival ink in green. I wonder how that would work. Well, we're going to give it a try. I got lots of, I'm using parchment paper for this too. Well, it's not actual parchment, it just looks like it. I'm going to snap that lid off. I'm going to give it a try. But their stamps are such good quality. I love them. If you like Bible journaling at all and you like devotions and stuff, check out their kits, because everything in them is high quality, good stuff, and I think it's a pretty good price for what you get and what they put into them. I'm not trying to be an infomercial for them. I just like to share when I have something that I love and I think it's good. I don't get to get them very often, just because of I'm about to say because of the price, but it's just not in our budget. But I think it's a very good price. Does that make sense? It's just not in our budget. This says doorknob conversations, but it is made to look like those things. I used to have them on my desk when I was a secretary. You know, you fill out so-and-so called and check off, you know, what they wanted and Then you put the little note at the bottom, and then you go put it on the desk of whoever it belongs to. I filled out a few of those. Another cat hair. That's what happens when she sits on your desk. I had my little mug sitting here, and I had it covered with the thing that all this came in. I sat here with it covered. I was like, okay, cat, I don't have a lid up here right now, and you chose right now. But I have my Turvis, or my Yeti, sitting over here, but it's got a lid, but it takes, it makes a lot of noise and takes extra time to try to get a drink, so I always just bring my mug. Let's try it one more time. See if I can get a little bit more ink. And you know what I'm going to do. You know what I should be doing. Duh. Okay. Wait. Duh, Gina. You got a thing for this kind of problem. Oh, I brought these over here to show you. I said I use these spoons. This is what I use. It's from Dollar Tree. It's like in the party section. That's what I use in my little things. See, I have a thing for this. I grabbed a little topper. I wish they would have included some kind of storage for this. Because you're using your trimmer most of the time, right? There's my paper right here. I'm going to have to pick this up. There's a solution for this, isn't there? Screw back, mug, screw back. Ink on this, so wherever I set this down, that's where it's going to be. Maybe, perhaps, I should put it on here. Doesn't matter if it's straight, because I'm going to cut it out. Ooh, I need it on the other side to save paper. Oh, did I do that wrong? There. Okay, so I want it right here. Apparently I'm not capable of this today. I don't need it to be perfect, but a lot of that you can't even read. You can't tell it's there, so... Oh, I don't have my magnets in here. He was telling me to get my magnets on there. That's not going to work without your magnets. Get my magnet a little bit closer here. I got my little Chucky. My olive needs to be re-inked, but I don't have it. I'll have to look online and see if you can still get this. This is a really old ink pad. I think it's called Old Olive. Just olive. I like this tool. This is a homemade thing, and if you're interested in it, just look up Chucky tool. And for mine, I use the top of the candy jars that you get from Aldi. So many times a year they come out with it. Well, I'm not having any luck with this. I've got another green in here that's really close to that color. Let me find that. Sure I do. I know I do, but can I find it right now? Well, we're going to do something wacky. We're going to put this twilight color on top of that. We're just going to save this. That's what we're going to do. We're going to save it. We're going to make it work. I've been watching my Tim Gunn, although I don't think he can say that. I haven't heard him say this on that new show. I bet he can't say that. I bet that's copyright to the actual Project Runway. Now that I think about it, I have not heard him say that. I can't even remember what this new show's called. I can't remember what it's called now. Make the Cut? Yeah, that's what it's called. I don't like it as well. I'm almost to the end of it. I watch it slow though, because it's... What is going on here? Why am I having trouble right there? I don't understand what is happening here. Where's my diaper wipe? You guys, I'm going to spend my whole video trying to stamp this thing. Pick this up and see if maybe I just don't have it down there very good. Because I did kind of just plop it on there. Okay, now. I like that color fine enough, so let's just go to my VersaFine. My first thought was VersaFine. Let's just do that and quit monkeying around and just get this done, right? And again, I don't know what my dog is barking at. I had a scary thing happen a few weeks ago on a Saturday. I was here alone. And now every time she does this on a Saturday, I'm like frozen thinking, what is going on? I was sitting in here and I was making a video, not a movie. I am not in movies, am I? I am in homemade videos that like 30 people watch. Anyway, I was in here doing a video and you can hear it. You can hear somebody pounding on my door. I'm like, I gotta go. Well, I just sat here frozen because not only were they pounding on my door, they were pounding on my windows. They were pounding, they went all around my house, front door, back door, all around, pounding on my windows, pounding on everything. We live in an old house. Our windows are old. I kept waiting for them to break a window. I was here alone. I have anxiety disorder, and part of my anxiety disorder is people coming to my house. I was freaking out. I couldn't get my husband to answer. I could nothing. And you can hear it on my video, and I'm clear in the other part of the house. You can hear them pounding on the window of my front door. They didn't go knock, knock, knock. It was pounding. Look at this, y'all. But look, I didn't have that much problem here. Alright, let's take it off the stamp platform and just see if I can get a good stamp. I don't know what to do. I might have to change this idea. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, this went on and on and on and on. Like, seriously, on and on. it was, I sat here frozen, just frozen, and it went on and on and on. Well, I called my daughter and I talked to my son-in-law. He's a police officer, and he said, that was no police. He said, we don't go do that. I said, he said, it's got to be serious business for us to get your door. I said, what on earth? And he said, that sounds like repo business to me. I said, I don't have anything to repo. We own everything. Free and clear. We own our vehicles free and clear. We own our house free and clear. I have nothing that needs to be repoed. And he said, isn't there somebody in your family that has something that needs repoed and they've came for that before at your house? Oh, the light bulbs came on. I said, yes, they have. He said, yeah, I think that's what was going on. They're looking for him. They've done it to you before, haven't they? And I said, well, yeah, they have. I bet that's what's going on. And the funny thing was, that person, we haven't talked to that person for quite some time, and that person just happened to call us that evening. And that seemed kind of odd to me. And that person had called us. No, my husband had called him several months before that, because I was getting calls on my phone and I was getting tired of it because they kept calling me wanting, he had bought a brand new vehicle and they kept calling me wanting that vehicle. And I kept telling them, I don't talk to this person. I don't know where this person is. I haven't talked to him since Christmas of 2018 or something like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. We're done with this. And they just kept calling me, and my husband called this person and said, look, you got to get this taken care of. They can't keep calling her phone. Her anxiety is already crazy because what is going on in this family that you already caused, and now you're causing this. You've got to get this stopped. And he said, well, don't worry about it. I've hid that so good they'll never find that. So the light bulbs came on. That was a repo company. I guarantee you it was a repo company. I haven't ever had a repo company. I don't know anything about repo companies. But it made sense after my son-in-law told me that. He said, that's how repo companies act. And then they even tried to turn my doorknob. My family makes fun of me because I lock all my doors all the time, but that's part of my anxiety. You guys are probably thinking I'm crazy now. I'm telling you all this, but I have very serious anxiety, but there are reasons for it. It's my therapist calls it situational anxiety due to extreme something to do with this crap that's going on. Anyway, I have nothing that I can do about it. So anyway, that happened a few weeks ago, like 3 or 4 Saturdays ago. So now on Saturdays, I'm just like, oh, are they here again? Because I guarantee you they haven't caught up with this person. Because this person moves around. Every time they start to catch up with him, he moves around. Why they don't go to his job, I don't know. Because he hasn't changed jobs in years. Changed his job in years. He's got a really good state job. I don't know why. But anyway. I don't know. I just said way too much, but it's just freaking me out. People come banging on my door and I freak out. Banging on my doors, banging on my windows. We've worked very hard in our life to get where we are. We don't own any mansion. We own a little bitty tiny house, but we own it free and clear. We drive old vehicles, but they're in good shape and they are paid for, free and clear. That's how we like it. That's how we're able to let me stay home. Alright, so there. I got that done. I'm going to keep that because the other side of that is perfectly fine. Thankfully, I didn't waste a whole piece of that paper. I used to buy that at our Walmart. I don't know if they still have it. I really haven't seen it. I gotta put a little bit of lotion on my hands. It's really dry, and that paper just makes it worse. Okay, so let me show you what we got going on besides everything we've just done, and you don't even know what we're doing, right? Okay, I didn't pre-cover my book this week. It's got an idea for it in my book. Okay, we are on week 35 of Margarete Miller. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see what we're doing. I didn't realize I had you so far out there. I need to scooch over a little bit here. Are you close enough? I think you are. Alright, so something found in an office. So that is what these things are. This might be an old office because I've got, you know, these calligraphy pen nibs. And this one that I did, I think this is, I might have thrown it away, that gold one. You couldn't see it at all. So while I was talking to my husband, I got the silver parchment looking paper, and I did a silver one. And I think we're going to sew those together. I've got some, oh, I just dumped that. That was loud. I've got the silver thread here, and we're going to sew those together and make them look like they're hanging, I think. I've got my needle and thread here, and I've got that. I've got my needle and I've got my thread there. Okay, a brown paper bag. I've got this one, and I think I've got plenty on here, and we're going to cover the whole back with this. I've just got this, my devotion book here. I'm going to set that underneath here so that it's level. I gotta get my chair fixed right so it's not hitting my little footstool down here. Okay. Game piece or puzzle piece. I was lucky. I found this one. This is Discovery Toys. It's out of a game from Discovery Toys, and look at that pretty little owl. I like that. I didn't find stuff that went together and made a coherent thing, so I hope I can make it look good. Now last week I kind of, you know, I made it all kind of, it all went together no matter what I did. It looked good together. The week before I just kind of put a bunch of stuff together, made no sense, but it looked okay. So I'm kind of trying to get to where I don't have things that always, like this week, none of it really, this week it all kind of went together. I'm trying to get to where I'm doing more random things and trying to figure out how to make them flow together. I want to get better at that. Something that is alive. I had to look up, like, what does that mean? You know, how do I... Nothing that I'm going to put on here is actually alive, right? It's like, what? Okay, so, but a bird would be alive in life, you know? So, we've got that. Oops, I put that on there. Okay. Barcode. Oh, I also pulled out this Rolodex for office stuff. Barcode, I'm going to cut this barcode out of here. I like that. Then, bonus light, whatever that means to you. I printed these two. This is from a drive in the country my husband and I took last weekend. There's a little wildlife preserve just like about, I don't know, 5 miles from where we live, and I love driving down through there. We used to do it at least 2 times a year. We would do it in the fall and in the winter. And I want to show it to you on my phone though, because my printer did not do this justice at all. Let me find it on here. Like, oh, I'm getting all kinds of messages here. There's the picture on my phone of that one. And then There's that one on my phone. I hope you can see it. But my printer, but anyway, they're very light and pretty, and that was light. This one, the light was just shining down through the trees, so pretty. I've never used actual pictures in here, but I'm going to today. So let's I think the first thing I want to do is try to sew these together so that I don't lose them. And then we'll get to covering the back of this. I've got my, well, I want to ink these up first. Let's get rid of this one. Got my brown. So I hope your day is going well. I am recording this on Saturday, August 21st, so I gotta get this all merged together, and I was hoping, that's why I sent my husband a message, as I was hoping I didn't have to go through the whole merging process today, but, well, he didn't listen. But so I'm hoping I can get this all merged together and get it on my channel tomorrow, so I'm going to kind of stack these up kind of how I want them. It's a little too perfect for me. And then I stack it even more perfect. There, I like that. So I've got my, this is an itty bitty teeny tiny punch. I don't know. I wish I had this off the end. I don't, so I'm gonna have to do that though, but right now is not the time to try to do that. Okay. Oh, come off of there. It's like they're stuck there. Okay, now where's that little clip that I had up here? I had an itty bitty clip up here. I think it got put in my buttons. Probably won't be able to see it real fast either. I don't know why it got put in here last night, but I think it did. Oh well, forget that, and I'll get a not so itty bitty clip. These little clips from Dollar Tree are nice. Okay, so here's my needle threader, and I probably don't need an itty bitty needle because that hole's pretty big actually. I probably could use my other beading needle, truth be told. Let me get that out of here. Where it's supposed to be. Well, this needle has a pretty big eye in it, but I'm going to need my needle threader. Okay. I'm thinking that I want to triple or even have 4 threads going here so that it's really thick. I'm hoping that idea works. I'm going to try, after I get them in there, to twist them up. I've never done anything like that, so that might be a total fail. But this is really thin, and I want it to look pretty thick. I thought about trying to use some kind of chain if I had it, and I think I might, but that would just be too thick for my journal. I don't want I'm trying to stay flatter in my journal than I have in the past. I'm learning lessons as I go. I don't want to have, 20 journals from this year. Okay, so I just cut it off so that one end is even here. Now, I don't know if that is probably not going to go through that. Oh boy. Oh, wait, is that my... There's my beading... Not necklace. What am I trying to say? My beading needle. A beading needle is just like... It's got that big one, but you're not going to sew through anything. It's just flat. Well, since I've got that on there, I'll just put that through there. You really don't need that, though. That's not going to work. Okay, that's not needed. Because you can get this through here very easily. There we go. Now, I don't know if I can... Twisting it up is not working. That idea. Oh, they didn't stay together. So I'm just going to have to do this. Just do that with them. Now, I thought that I would take them up here like this, but I'm going to need even ends on both ends to even try to tie this. And I may wish I hadn't have tied this. I think what I will do is tie it tight down on the pins and leave the ends in case I want to tie it to something. But we've got these tied together for now, and that'll take care of that. Let me put my needles up. I don't need those. And this is from Dollar Tree. It came with lotion in it. And after the lotion was gone, I keep my needles in it, and it's very, very handy. I like it. Alright, I need that. Oh, I need to put my needle threader back in here. And I need to put my beading needle back where it belongs. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put these buttons back where they belong so they're out of our way. I pulled this punch because it looks like a Rolodex, mini Rolodex. Okay, so let's start getting this covered. And I probably want to cut down the sides of this. I just had my scissors. Did I put them up? I love these paper sacks. And we have we have these boutique shops like popping up in town here. I love them. And there's one called Mercantile. And they give you these, they give you your packages in these. And I love it. I might just shop a little bit too much in there, but I get my soaps in there. I love them. I don't, the lady that makes the soaps, I really like her. She's really nice. And she makes a hair shampoo soap that I love. And so I get some in there. I don't get all of them in there. My mom buys me a hair shampoo soap. Anyway, I love that they give you... Okay, I like this side better than that side. So let's see. Let's mark it. Anyway, the first time I went in there and bought something and they gave me one of these sacks, I was like, whoa, yay! Okay, get my ruler. I probably said that about 100 times, I think. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking I've told you all that before. I'm getting like my grandpa, repeating my stories. I used to think, Grandpa, you've told us that 100,000 times. And it's funny, today would have been my grandpa's 110th birthday. My aunt, oh no, I just threw my magnets away. I was trying to get them on the back of my trimmer. And they flipped out of my hand and went in the trash. Okay, my ruler's missing. Anyway, I found my ruler. My aunt posted a picture of him online. I'm not sure. My marks aren't making sense to me. What did I do here? My marks are not making sense to me. Okay, I'm going to do this without marks. I'm just going to tear right there because my marks are not making sense to me. Anyway, my aunt posted a picture of Grandpa on Facebook. Said it was his 110th birthday today if he was alive. And there's so many posts about him being a great historian and all that. And I kept thinking, you know, I remember when I was a teenager and we'd be at the table and he'd start in with his stories and I'd be like, oh, Grandpa, do we have to listen to those stories again? And now I'm thinking, I wouldn't groan if I could sit down and listen to your stories today. And we live in Grandma and Grandpa's house. We purchased it after they passed away. I would give anything to get up right now and walk through that door into the kitchen and be transported and be right back in Grandma's kitchen. Not my kitchen anymore, it was Grandma's kitchen. And there Grandpa be sitting at the table telling us stories. Oh, that would be amazing. Just turn it right back into Grandma's kitchen for a day. I would love that. But I'd love it if my grandkids could be here listening to him, you know, and meet him. That'd be awesome. But he was a great historian. He could remember things like you could ask him, what about the year 1952, and he could tell you all about the crops that year. He could tell you what the weather was. He could tell you what the crops did. You know, like they were blah 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 blah. The beans did this, the corn did that, the wheat did that. He could tell you everything about them. Like, I can't even tell you what I was doing 20 years ago, let alone. I don't know anything about crops, but if I did, I'm sure I couldn't tell you what they did that year. I think I just took something I needed. I did. But yeah, he'd be 110 today. I think my husband's walking in. He sent me a message and said he was on his way home. Okay, where's my ink? Oh, that's folded over there. Okay, that's okay. I'm not worried about inking the edges. I'm just going to get these edges inked since I can't get them later. I'm going to use my fabric tack. And I am going to put it on here. No, you know what I'm going to use? Use my big glue stick. Squeegee out. Oops, I don't have that far enough over. I think I'm going to have to cut it more on this edge, but that's okay. I might like it hanging over. I like things hanging over the edge. Hi, babe. Alright, look at that. Isn't that picture weird? I'm telling you, this book is so weird. It talks about deaths and beheadings and weird stuff. Witchcraft. I just had my squeegee. There it is. Quite too top there. I'll put it down there. Give me a littler glue stick for down here. Oh, good grief. Sometimes I have the best of luck with that big glue stick, and sometimes it's like I didn't even use the crazy thing. I don't understand that thing. I mean, sometimes it's my favorite. I glue, like, you know, when you get done with a page and you tear out pages and you glue them together. That is, I always use that thing, and it glues my books together so good. But then I do something like this, and it's like no glue. I don't understand it. Just sit there for a minute holding that. I'm gonna have to get the good glue out for that edge. I'll do that later. Now, how much? I like that. See, I think that looks cool hanging out over like that, so I'm gonna leave that like that. I got that a little too far in on the book. But I'm hoping I can get it to stay because I like how it looks. Let's hope it doesn't affect my book, how it closes and opens and stuff, because I did get it so far in. Yeah, I kind of actually like that like that. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I think I'm going to ink it. Okay, so we got that far. What are we, a half hour in and we're this far? Okay, let me get my little trimmer so I can trim this down. I don't know if I'm going to use both of these photos, but I printed this one first and I wasn't totally happy with it, so I printed the other one. And I wasn't totally happy with that one either, but I quit printing. Use all my monthly prints on photos that I'm not totally happy with. Okay, so we've got all these. We've got this. Let's see, come around. She's so pretty, or he, I don't know. do you know? I don't know. We hit, oh, where's my, there. We hit an owl one time. My sister-in-law was driving, we were in her van, and an owl swooped down in front of us, and hit right in front of my face, hit the windshield, and was that a ruckus? Ooh, scared me. I was sitting there like, what? I thought it was going to break the windshield. It didn't, but wow, when they hit your windshield, they hit hard. They must be like thick and sturdy in there. Poor little guy. She felt so bad. That was probably 20 years ago, and I have not forgotten it. It like scarred me. Okay, here's my barcode. Get that out of our way. Alright, I'm going to kind of straighten that up a little bit here. Last time we needed a barcode, I found a barcode right after that, and I thought, oh, this is a perfect barcode to use, and I couldn't find whatever that was today, and I couldn't remember what it was. So I found this and decided to use this. The bottom of it a little rough and not so perfectly straight there. Not that the other's perfectly straight, but you can tell I did it with a ruler. I think I definitely have room for I think that I will maybe hang those from there. I'm not sure. I might use this for journaling later. Alright, let's put that one there. I feel like they need some paper or something behind them. They need something to bring them off. What do I have right here that I can do a quick like? That's not gonna, that won't work. Oh, I could use some of my cheesecloth stuff, couldn't I? Let me grab one. I can't use that one because it's about empty. I don't even think I have enough left on that one. Let's use this one. Kind of light in here. Ooh, got out of that one too. Well, let's pull out the real stuff. It's a novel idea, isn't it? Pull out the real stuff. Okay. Let's set my book off to the side here. I absolutely love doing these challenges. I think that's doubled. Yes, okay, so let's cut it right here. I hope that that worked the way I think it will. Yes, 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 yes. Cut this off because that's where it's like all sewn together and it won't fray. I want it to fray. Okay. Some tape. You know what I want to do? I hate those white edges. The drawer's stuck. When I print pictures at home, I hate how white the edges are. So I'm just going around it with black, and it kind of looks like, you know, when you use that, is it called vignetti? Oh, see if I can say it right. I hope you know what I mean. But see the difference in the pictures? I just like how that black looks. You can even go in a little bit on your picture. I'm using archival ink to do it. That way it's not smearing. And you can even go in a little bit and it'll really look like you've got that app, or that, oh gosh, what am I trying to say? That, oh, when you're editing your photos. Oh, goodness. COVID brain. I can't think of words that I know. I found a long haulers support group on Facebook, and not that I'm happy other people are going through this stuff, but it's just like, other people are having these same problems after having COVID. All these months later, they're still doing it too. So frustrating. And then you go to the doctor and they say, I'm sorry, it's COVID, I can't do anything for you. What's so frustrating is things like that, that I should be able to just rattle off what I'm trying to tell you right now. That should just be right there, like, ugh. Filter. That's what I'm trying to think of. Filter. Yeah, filter? Is that it? You know, when you make it look brown and sometimes you bring black, sometimes you bring it in so that... Is that what I'm trying to think of? I believe that's what I was trying to say. Alright, let's get this put together. This one on this. Oh goodness. Let me send her a message so she'll stop here. Okay. Now I'll put this one right here. And I have this pretty yellow washi. I wonder how a strip of that behind there would look. I think I'm going to keep that in mind. Now I've got this. I wonder about making a pocket that can tuck in behind. I think we're going to do that. Except that means I need to put a piece of paper behind there. I'm just gonna get some white cardstock here. And we'll cut this down to 4x6. Well, I have more. Okay, I'm gonna have to call you right back. Something's wrong with my granddaughter. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My daughter just wanted to talk to somebody because she's pretty sure her 5-year-old has COVID. She's waiting for her hubby to wake up so they can go get her tested. He's on night shift this month, so that's why he's asleep. Anyway, she's hoping she doesn't, but they've been through COVID last December, like us. Alright, we all had it at the same time. We were one of those families that got together for Christmas. Okay, I think that's going to go right there. I think I'm going to leave that there for now. Not sure about that. Maybe down there instead. Oh, I need to put you where you can see. Yes. I zoomed the camera out a little bit because when I got up to turn it on, I saw that you just were not seeing a whole lot. No, I want this over here since I got Mr. Owl there. Maybe this could slide in on this side. So let me put a little mark here so I know. Tape not on that side. Let me get my tape out. Is my tape still out? What am I doing with my tape? Tape. There it is. But she started getting sick yesterday. It hit her really hard, just bam. And she laid down and went to sleep, which was weird. Really, really weird. Naps are not her thing. They haven't been for a very long time. She's not feeling very well. Okay, that one can go there. And maybe, I wonder about, you know, let me see something. Do I have a scrap of the white just to see something before I go digging for paper? What about attaching one of these tiny, yeah, that'd be cute, wouldn't it? Okay, let's get a scrap of paper for that. I'll do that in a minute here. What else do I have to put? Oh, I've got this. Oh, I could put that there instead of a Rolodex. Because, well, let's put this up here. Sink around this. Up here with Mr. Owl, so he's got some company up there with him. And then I've still got these that I want to dangle from somewhere. Maybe they could dangle up here on the corner. Yeah, I like that. Those threads. Well, I'll get them straightened when I'm ready to dangle them. Yeah, I'm going to dangle those up there. Is there anything? Where's my thing? Okay. Something found in an office. That's this and the nibs. Brown paper bag. Game piece. Something that is alive. Bird. And I guess my owl's alive too, but he's my game piece. A barcode. And light. Alright. Let me find a scrap of paper. Paper scraps out here. into the basket that has paper in it. There we go. Map would be pretty. That's not a very pretty map though. Let's see if I've got that better enough. I'll look real quick here. If not, with a quick look, you know what? I'm not going to take any more time. I'm just going to go around grab my map paper. What did I just step on? Embossing board must have fell to the floor and I stepped on it when I was going back there and it felt weird. Alright, so let's see. What color do we want? That blue would be very pretty, wouldn't it? Let's just not look anymore. Maybe like right in here where we've got some blue and some pink. I think that would be pretty right there. I used to agonize over things. I'd be like, oh, let's look at every single paper. Oh, I've got another pad that's got map in it. Let's look there. And now I'm trying not to be like that because just use it. It doesn't matter if I might want it later. I want it now. So use it. Use it. Just use it. I don't want to staple that yet. I'm going to stamp some numbers on there. Oh, I know. Well, it'll be fast for numbers. Oh, ambulance going by. They're really close. Sorry, but I know if you live in the city, you're going, yeah, ambulance, but we don't get a lot of ambulances here. So when they go by, you kind of wonder what's going on. One day I was sitting here and I kept hearing them, and they were stopping pretty close. And I thought, But I never did, like, go outside or anything. But I went outside. I guess I really figured something out because one of the gentlemen out that lives close to our community, he lives more out in the country, he had a farm. Had a wreck out by my uncle's house and died, and they had the helicopters and everything out there. But I never went outside. I'm not the kind, I just don't. Number. Still fit? Yeah. But that was kind of an awful situation. There, I like that. These stamps are so handy, but I doubt you could find them anywhere. I've had them for a very long time. Okay, so now I put a little bit of glue down here on the bottom, but then I'm going to try to staple it to it. Put a little bit of glue right down there. I think this is cute. I like this. That's another punch that I've had a very long time and I have used it a lot. You know, there's just some things that you buy and they end up being such a good buy, and then there's other things that you think, oh, I'll use that, and then you never ever do. There we go. Alright, so, oh, was I going to put some tape down there? I think I will. This is that tape my friend gave me, and I think it's so pretty, and I am so thrilled to have some wide tape. I really am. And a mustard color. I've been wanting something mustard colored. Let's see, I want it to go above. So about right there. That's perfect. I didn't want it to be like a perfect cut, you know, like straight across. I just kind of rip that all up. Where's my pokey tool? You know, I probably, let's see, I should put another piece of tape there. I want it to go about, I want it to be right there. So I'll put another piece of tape right there. And that's about one right there. One right there. That will give it its little pocket where it needs to stay. Otherwise it may get lost down in there and we'll never find it again. No, we will, but we'll have to dig down in there and we may not even know it's there years from now. Here, be like, well, what's this one about? She forgot to tell us. There we go. Alright, let's put Mr. Owl down. Mr. Owl could probably be held down by this one. I'm running low on my other glue bottle. I've got glue to put in it, but it's not coming out very easy because it's getting lower. You know how it does that? Please tell me I'm not the only one that happens to. That thing is getting worse again. I don't know what that is and why I keep getting that. It's kind of driving me nuts. I'm going to wrinkle this up a little bit. Then I think I'm going to use some tape to put it down. See if it'll stay a little wrinkled up. I don't really have anything up here, but you know, it doesn't all have to be covered, Gina. It's okay. Okay, now on this one, I kind of need to do the same thing for this pocket. And I want this to land right here. So, I need some tape right here. Some tape right here. It doesn't have to cover it completely, it's just kind of have some there, so it'll be kind of a bumper for it. Oops, that's too high. Oh, take that off. I'll turn my book because I can't seem to do it that way. And you know, I think that's going to stick. I was just about to say I didn't put any glue underneath that, but that was really sticking to that paper. So I think it'll be okay. Get off there. Come on. The right side there, yes. And this will slide under here. Oh, where did that go? There we go. Now my little birdie, and I think he needs some of our paper underneath him. So probably, let's see. Let me, where did the tear ruler go? I'm at that point where my desk is such a mess that I really can't find anything. Oh, look, I put it up. Okay, we're going to tear this side because I want it torn on both sides. Then I want to tear it about right there. Except for maybe straighter than I had my ruler. Okay, and then let's tear this side. I want some of that color on there too. And then, so I want it there, and I think about right there maybe. Alright, let's ink this up. Oh, I need a bit of a drink, I'm sorry. Yes, I like that. Kind of bring some of that over here. And I cover up all that right there that I like. Totally lost my squeegee, so I'm just using my hands. This little flashcard is from October afternoon, and boy, do I wish they were still in business. I would be buying all their stuff, especially. I mean, I bought it then, but wow, as a junk journaler, oh, their stuff would be perfect. Even more perfect than it was when I was only scrapbooking. I don't know why they went out of business, but dang, that's some good stuff now. Okay, now I think I have some flat back things that look like they're brads. I'm gonna see if I do. Oh, one other thing I wanted to do too. me do that before I forget. I want to stamp some of those numbers down here. To bring the numbers, I'm going to stamp them down here. Just bring the numbers over here. I think that's the numbers I used the last time, so I'm going to, this somewhere else in this journal, so I want to kind of change them up a bit here. Alright, so where's my number? Let's do number. Where's my book? There we go. Why? Alright, now I've got these, but I don't, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry, I'll get it so I can see it. I've got those. They're kind of a little bit too blingy though. That's too much. Drink. This might look pretty on here. Oh, there, that's perfect. Alright, so we're going to put one of those up there. Take these. Try to get it straightened out as good as I can. Some of them are really not wanting to straighten out now. I think I got too many. Okay. I'm just gonna put them like that. I think I will go ahead and put some Fabri-Tac underneath it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of a line. Really, really thin line. Every time I move these, they become unstraightened. Unstraightened. Did you like my word there? People always tease and say that the county where I live, that we have our own dialect and our own what am I trying to say? Yeah. Never mind. Oh, words, they fail me today. Oh my goodness. We have our own way of talking. Sometimes we sound a little bit like we're from the South, and other times we sound a little bit like we're from the North, and most of the time we just sound like nobody knows where we're from. goes down. That'd become a tangled mess if I left that all up there, wouldn't it? Okay. And I found those when I was going through there, and I thought that little butterfly, this little butterfly might look pretty somewhere. Oh, not you. Why'd you fall up there? Because you're so old, your adhesive is no good anymore, that's why. So, I didn't know if this would look pretty somewhere here. And I'm not really finding that place, am I? Yeah, right there. I like it right there. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna have to add some more glue probably, although it might stick to that photo just fine. Yep, it is. Alright, get my date stamped and we're done. Today is August 21st. Date will go. That picture's crooked, but too late now. Maybe I'll put the date right here. Where's my book? Get it under there. Good. I like that. Alright. So we have something found in an office. This is our little memo note thing here. That thing. The pin nibs. My little Rolodex. Brown paper bag. Game piece. Something that is alive is my bird. The trees are alive. A barcode is right here. And the bonus is the light. So, there we go. It's all done for this week. This week was fun. I really like how this turned out. Except that for some reason I can't get that back in there. I don't know what's going on here, but here, we'll take that out and I'll show it to you without it. And I will get it back in there. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a very blessed day, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.